choose you.
We stepping in purpose tonight. Power on me. Holy Ghost energy. Let's go.
I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destined and alive, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Step up in the room, yeah, I'm charged with the kingdom. Got the light of God, and you know I'm gon' beam some. Every single chain break off when I speak some. Word of God swing like a sword when the beat drum. I'm chosen, anointed, yeah, that's official. Covered in the oil, devil came to this vessel. Gotta keep it moving every mountain I level. Spirit in my step, watch me dance on the devil. Faith on swole like I live in the gym. Authority in Christ, not me but him. I'm a child of the king, no fear, no sin. I said amen and the whole world spins. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Dancing in a life, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority. Hey, big faith, no doubt align with the mission. Holy Ghost fire, got the devil tryna listen. Tryna figure out why the blessing keep hitting. It's the power of the name, every chain gon' miss. And I'm bold with it, go with it, kingdom flow with it. When the battle get intense, I don't fold with it. I got angels on deck, yeah, the whole clique lit. Devil wanna throw shade, but he ain't gon' hit. I walk like David, pray like Paul, talk like Jesus when the enemy calls. Stand so tall, never scared, never fall. Authority in me, I got victory installed. Hey, step, victory walk with me. Blessings overflow and they fall on me. Rooted in the word, no war in me. Christ in my soul, that's the all in me. Take another step, giants fall instantly. Holy Spirit leading every move intentionally. No fear, cause the Lord put his strength in me. I walk with the crown, I'm walking in authority. Yeah, that's the call on me. Covered by the blood, so the enemy ain't stopping me. Favor like a shield everywhere that I'm supposed to be. I'm walking in authority. I'm walking in authority. Moving with the Lord in me. Devils get to trembling every time they look at me. Destiny unlocked, now I'm stepping where I'm born to be. I'm walking in authority.
Step by step, I'm climbing high. Left my baggage, kissed it goodbye. New shoes on my feet, scuffed the ground. Echoes of dreams, no longer bounded.
The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up
Like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy.
traps and fire. Burnt down, down, climb out the mire. Every brick laid was a piece of me. Now I'm dancing where the clouds can see. The air up here is thin but sweet. Every stumble turns to beat. I'm moving on up like George and Wheezy. Life ain't perfect, but it's looking breezy. Up the ladder I go, can't make me queasy. Moving on up like George and Wheezy. Like George and Wheezy.
Boots in the mud. For a night, Glass City Blues. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the gas, catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud, boots in the mud. Stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, Yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk with a broken glass, cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City Blues with a hip-hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Wake up, Toledo. Wake your ass up.
You're listening to the 419 Grind, Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Ladale.
Good morning, TOL. It's time to get up and do something with yourself.
Get up and do something with yourself.
Be productive today.
Be productive. As you guys see, I had to cut off the lovely, beautiful, because I don't want to be sitting on nobody. No, I want nobody to be sitting in the front room on the brother. So I just thought. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the studio with the man himself, Mr. Tyrone McCain. What's going on, famo?
Good morning, Toledo. Good morning, Toledo.
Man,
get up, wash your face, and go do something.
Go do something on this Thursday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, also, we are in the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, the producer of Project 360, and then also we are the producer of the Check-In Theme podcast song. And what's the other one?
The Creative Cutie Discussions.
There we go.
And the soon-to-be played Creative Cutie Discussions theme song.
Is Jesse Coleman the producer of that too?
Yes, he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Coleman.
Yeah. Good morning. Hey, I just want to make sure everybody's mic is working because it was not working before. So I'm like working over here.
Jesse would like to say good morning, Detroit.
Good morning, Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama, Jesse. What else?
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando.
What's the temperature down there?
I don't even want to know.
Okay, you don't want to
I
know.
don't wanna
Okay, you don't want to know. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
It's
You here
already
now.
gloomy outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Gloomy outside here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fog storm. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Is it a fog storm? They call it.
That's what I call it.
Oh, you call
It's
it a
something.
fog.
It's something.
It's something. It's a little foggy out
It
there.
was like that at 5 o'clock this morning when I went to the gym.
Oh wow!
In the fog.
Was you able to see a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It was just foggy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Very.
What-
Very.
Well, I hope everybody here got insurance. If not, we got the
Mr.
man.
McCain.
Yeah, Mr. McCain himself is
We'll
sitting
get you
right here.
some. We'll get you some.
Yeah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, he is also one of the hosts on the Win or Lose podcast show. How's that going for you guys?
Oh, it's
great.
good. As long as they don't talk about the Steelers too much, we could be good.
Why? Who else would they talk about, Jesse?
I mean, why would they keep talking about the Steelers?
I should come on the show. We can talk about something else.
Come on, Tyrone.
It's a sports show.
Come on, man.
I know sports.
We've
I
been doing
do.
this with
I do
Jesse
watch
for
sports.
almost a month now, man.
You said what?
We at least got the decorations out the studio, so that helped. But we tried to get him on board.
Try.
You can't get me on board.
We tried.
Hey, tell the people where can they check you guys out on the Win or Lose podcast.
Oh, we are on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. We are on the WL.com, the website.
WLShow.com.
WLShow.com, the website. You can find us on all of those places. We record here, so it's a good time. It's a real good time. So check us out.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all heard that, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I hope you guys just heard what happened. You heard Check-In Podcast. You heard the Creative Cutie podcast. You also heard the, what is the other one? Because
It's a lot of stuff.
Because Dr. Ladale got some stuff going on. She got the Unfinished Conference. You have the Win and Lose, Monty. DJ Mpress, he's coming out with his podcast. So you just see people literally working together, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't see or hear nothing else, you hear and see on this show that we work together. And nobody's better than anyone else. No one's the head or well, besides Jesse being a producer, but no one's on top of anything. We all share the table together. And we come to the table, and we like to eat at this table too.
Absolutely.
Because
As long as y'all clean it up, I mean.
listen, no, I'm talking about what was that? We had Jewel Carter and Dr. Ladale going in the other day.
She was feeding.
Man, y'all was feeding us so good, And even TJ Johnson, who was on my nephew, who was on the Check-In podcast yesterday, he even said, "What? Y'all have some women in here?" And I was like, yeah, and it was deep too. So shout out to you, Dr. Ladale, for feeding us the other day.
Why, thank you.
Man.
I just give it as it comes out.
As it just come out. Look, out of the belly shall flow rivers.
There was a point in time where I held a lot in.
Okay.
And so, when you've gone through some things and you've held in things and you finally get to a point where your confidence kicks in.
Right.
Then you're able to speak boldly. And then to know that people value what you say.
Absolutely.
And what you say is helping.
Because I definitely value what you guys had to say, man. I mean, that was important. And I think that people need to understand that it's okay to have real conversations.
Absolutely.
And talk about real things. And a lot of us are holding a lot of things in. From childhood to adulthood. And we're still holding things in that causes us to have these certain attitudes and behaviors and not really understanding why you have it. But if you don't address it, then it becomes a bigger issue later on in life. So
for sure.
That's what that is. So today is Thankful Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. And I know that I am very thankful because I'm going to say the old school saying, the good Lord was willing and the creek didn't rise. And so I'm very thankful to be here amongst some great people. some amazing people. And I think that once we can continue to be around good people and amazing people, the better your life is going to be, because these are the people that will support you and hold you. The word is accountable.
Yes.
Accountable.
I get held accountable every time the show comes on. Everybody, is my mic working? Is the camera on me?
Just you got my stuff.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna get Jesse a bigger desk.
I get it.
We're gonna get Jesse a bigger desk, ladies and
I don't have a
gentlemen.
bigger desk.
Yeah, you got to spread out some more, brother.
Maybe I just need a wall right here in the door.
So you want to make it a closet?
Right.
Hey, might as well.
Look, he said a door, the wall.
Knock on that. Can you turn my mic up?
Knock on the door. Hey, can I get? So Thankful Thursday. Let's start off with you, Mr. McCain. What are you thankful
Man,
for?
you know, I got a big one today, man. This week, I mentioned it the other day, but this week, my oldest son, Gavin's 19.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin was born, he had epilepsy, cerebral palsy, you know, going through life. Gavin got his cap and gown on Tuesday.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm very thankful for that.
hey.
He's graduating high school this year.
I know
so
you.
I'm
I know
very
you. I know you was like, whoa.
Man, the crazy thing is, his teacher sent a text, and we were taping the Win or Lose show when I got it. So I had to make myself not look because I didn't want to start crying on the air.
Right.
But yeah, so that's made my week. So that's my Thankful Thursday.
Man, isn't it amazing when we can push our children to the
Yes,
finish
sir.
line?
Yep.
You know,
Yes, sir.
because I mean, just that is a testimonial by itself. You know,
Yes,
just
sir.
dealing with some of the things that he has dealt with growing up.
Yep.
And to get to that point where he can finally get that cap and gown.
Yes, sir. He is getting out of there, man.
I thought, this is what I thought. So I thought once we get our kids to the finish line, we made it.
It's a start.
Nah.
That's what a lot of people like to say.
Man, I'm like, and even with Jesse's daughter going to the Navy, right? I guess fathering never ends, you know.
Yeah.
Because now you got to wait for her to get out of boot camp.
Yeah.
So now you got to go see her graduate from boot camp.
Yeah.
Right.
In Hawaii.
And in Hawaii.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, darn.
Well, okay. All right. So we'll be doing the Rise and Grind morning show from Hawaii from time to time, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ladale, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for relationships. And when I say that, I'm talking true relationships that hold me accountable and who are able to speak life even when they don't know it sometimes. Because the work I do, you take in a lot from everybody else. And so having people who will speak back into you when your cup is literally down to a little bit of nothing, but having people that will actually speak life in the times that I need it.
Okay.
And just, you know, life. You know,
right?
I do fuss about not being in Florida, but then I look at where I am now compared to where I was.
Right.
You know, I will say that I was actually doing some successful things in Florida, but there was pieces missing. And now I feel like I've found those pieces. So it's now about putting the puzzle together and walking in purpose.
There you go. There you go. Jesse, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the people around me that have supported what we're trying to accomplish here. And those people are specifically Alan Jackson, Calvin Sweeney, and his wife. They supported what I do and encouraged me to do what I do here at the studio. If it wasn't for them, I don't think this would be possible.
Wow.
So I'm very thankful for them.
The Sweeties are good people, man.
Very
They are
good people.
great
Good people. Good people.
And
good
they
people.
pour into people that they believe in.
They do. Yep.
And I'm thankful for that, for their encouragement, for their support, for their leadership. And Alan too.
Shout out to Alan.
Yeah, he's the one that pushed me when I was in 2006. He came over one day and the church needed a flyer. And I was just, at home. I had my own personal studio or whatever. And he was like, so what are you doing? I said, nothing. I'm just making a flyer for the church. He said, no. Like, what? Like, you got all this stuff. Like, what are you doing? Like, we got to do something. And so that's when we kind of like talked and birthed Project 360.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
So
he was the one that kind of pushed me off the porch.
He definitely pushed you off the porch.
Definitely, because I was like, I could do this all, to myself, whatever. Because it was just something that it was just fun to do.
Right.
But he was like, we can make this a business and make this, something real. So he the one that kind of pushed me off the porch and said, let's go. Even the second time around, coming back from California, and we had like several meetings about, just working together. It was like, we did it before. Why can't we just do it again? So So shout out to Alan and the Sweeneys.
Yeah, definitely the Sweeneys. I remember this is how long I've been doing this. So I remember when Dr. Sweeney was a teacher at Robinson. He was a teacher, and he was a damn good teacher back then because he was like one of the few black men and TPS that were teaching at that time. And he was a hell. I used to just walk by his class and just kind of listen to how he was giving instruction to his students, and just to see him now in the pulpit and really growing and have grown to be where he at. And shout out to his amazing wife. That's what power couple look like.
Yes, sir.
That's what power couple look like. And so shout out to both of them for continually staying on the wall. Staying on the wall and doing great work. And I love how they feed people in the community.
Like literally feed people.
Like literally. Right. Like literally.
Yeah.
Right. Literally. So yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you're more than welcome to call in 419-740-0433. Just call in and let us know what you're thankful for. We are all thankful and grateful, but sometimes we miss it because there is a expectation that we think that we should get or something should happen. And you're more thankful when you go through something and you got to come out of something to get to something is when you really become thankful. So feel free to call in 419-740-0433. So what we have this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call our trending topics, right? And we have the topic is McCain Insurance. And he said, what?
He said, who, me?
Wait, what, me?
Who, me?
I want you guys, listen, I'm standing behind my dear brother here.
And I appreciate it.
Man, because I've learned some things about insurance that others just have not sat down and told me about. And for him to help me understand what whole life and term life is and really break it down is really, truly an eye-opener. So share with people about your agency and what you believe and what you're wanting to accomplish.
Okay. Well, thank you for that introduction, sir. McCain Insurance and Casualty started about 5 years ago. And it started because I wanted to step out on my own to support my family, one, but of course support the community and help people who were in need, who I discovered that there was a group of people, which was pretty much our people, who, as you said, were suffering because of lack of knowledge of what was going on in the insurance business. So I started there, started it all pretty much word of mouth, friends, family. I started, getting on Facebook a little bit, making videos here and there, making statuses. And it's just been growing ever since, and like Jesse said a minute ago about his Thankful Thursday, I'm thankful that I just made a post asking, and I know Jesse does everything. Mm-hmm. And so when you know a person that does everything, you don't remember everything that they do. Mm-hmm. And so when I made the post about, hey, who has a podcast I can come on and talk about insurance? And Jesse reached out, and now look. Right. I just want to acknowledge him for that first, because we know we give him grief, but Jesse's an amazing guy. But
stay in the corner. Don't come out.
Close the door.
Close the door.
But lock the doors. Take the chains off the doors. The enemy's in the building.
Mr. Clark.
But insurance has become a passion of mine, man. And I could sit and talk all day about it, all the benefits, all the help that it would do for even our community. If everybody got an inexpensive policy, a $20,000 policy at minimum, if everybody had one of those, it would be so much economic growth in just our community, because that's the quickest way to build generational wealth. It's real estate, because land, once you buy land, they can't take it back from you. And insurance, because once you have insurance, they can't take it back from you. And that's the quickest way. Like I said the other week, that's the best way where you can pay $50 and have $100,000. And if you pass away, funeral's $10,000. Now your children have $90,000.
Right.
And then they see you do that. So now insurance becomes normal in your family. Mm-hmm. So now you pass away, your son, your daughter knows, hey, my dad had insurance. I better make sure I have some, because when he passed, look what it did for me. I want to do that for my kids. And so it just starts a snowball effect, if you will.
Right.
So that's what really interests me, because I just love to see people win. I love to see people doing well and being in better positions than they were before. So.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I think, again, this is my desire for my city, right? Is that people will allow the chains to be broken off their life.
Yep.
So they can see bigger, so they can do better, and really begin to make a greater impact in the community that they grew up in. Mm-hmm. And not so much make it about the dislike for someone,
right?
You know, or turning a blind eye to certain things, mm-hmm. but that we all win at the end of the day.
Yep.
And that's just always been in my heart for my city, is because this city has done some great things for all of us, and this city has definitely allowed us to. When we hear coming out the mud, we've all come out the mud.
Right.
And we've been able to go to different cities and have that same energy and that same grind to be successful. Like Dr. Ladale always talk about Orlando, but guess what? She was able to do what she did in Orlando. That's because where she come from. Jesse was able to go out to LA because of where he come from, you know? And it wasn't a matter of me coming from Louisville, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not a matter of us going somewhere and thinking we're better. We just went somewhere to learn something, because now we got to bring what we know back here to help the other get out the mud.
Absolutely.
You know,
I think that's the important part that people need to understand is some of us have the opportunity to go outside of the city to learn new things. Mm-hmm. You know, for me, you know, going to Memphis first.
And you went to Memphis first. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was in Memphis for 5 years.
Okay.
But even there, to even walk into a school and say, hey, I was a program chair back in Toledo, and I'm here now. And they say, okay, when can you start teaching?
Right.
It wasn't a matter of, okay, we'll set up an interview and see what it was. Okay, classes start like in a month. How soon can you start teaching?
Wow.
So, you know, that was me starting here. If I never had been the program chair of the department, of the design department, I would have never been able to walk in and say, hey, I'm this person. Mm-hmm. And they just looked me up in the system and said, oh yeah, when can you start?
Right.
So Toledo gave me my foundation. Mm-hmm. It gave me a foundation, and it did give me a certain bit of confidence that when I walked into the school, and then to go over at the same time, I taught at one school. I was teaching at 2 or 3 schools, but I was also full-time at a university.
Okay.
And I was teaching the faculty and staff there. So everything that I learned was all here in Toledo. Mm. So that was that foundation set that I was able to walk and do it with confidence because I knew my stuff.
Right.
And then going over to a bigger city, I was like a fish in the ocean at that point. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, get grounded and find your way. And yeah, there's a lot out there, and I believe I brought a lot back. So it's just a matter of now connecting and getting in position to help everyone else who may need that help. Because I mean, I know I don't know everything, and I know that there are opportunities for people to learn more from me.
Right.
But my goal is to help others.
Okay.
Because there were people to help me. So why not help somebody else?
Right.
Just like Tyrone said, there's information that he has that our people need.
Right.
It's amazing how many times a week I hear people say, oh, I've got a business idea, or I'm trying to do something with my business, and they come to me for help. I don't shun them away. Oh, let me know you got your money together. It's not about the coin. Coins do help.
But they do.
It costs to live.
Right.
But at the same time, it's about helping others. Because if you succeed in the help that I gave you, you're going to share that knowledge with somebody else.
Right.
So it's not about the coin. It's about the growth. It's about seeing the people succeed.
Right.
I love going to LinkedIn and seeing some of my former students, doing the thing in the design world and the marketing world, to see them out there, and they'll reach out to me and say, you know what? I remember something you taught me. And it's like, wow, you actually remember it. Or for them to just reach back and say, I appreciate the time that you took with me in your classroom, how you walked me through the steps.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, you just got to be willing to help somebody else. You got to be willing to help share that information. So.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Woo, man, that's what I'm talking about right here.
And you got to be willing to accept the help also.
That part.
Because I know even as an entrepreneur, you get into a point where you feel like you're a man on the island.
Yeah.
And, the things you don't know, you just say, oh, I'll figure it out, where you can do that, but just be open to say, hey, I need some help.
Right.
And you have people, you be surprised, like Ladale said, the people who are just willing to help because they genuinely want to.
Right.
And they don't want anything from you. They don't need anything. They just want to help.
Right.
There's people that have information and knowledge that you probably pass 20 times in a week that you would never know it if you didn't ask.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like she said, be willing to help people, but also be willing to receive the help.
All right.
Be willing to say, hey, I don't know how to do this. I tell Jesse all the time, hey, he was like, Tyrone, you going to the Wranglers game? And we were both supposed to go, so I was going to watch Jesse. Jesse was like, oh, I can't go. Here's a mic. I was like, how do I turn this on? And so I had to learn on the fly. Right. I'm like, oh, okay.
So you jumped off the porch.
I was thrown off the porch kind of, but I was off the porch regardless. Right. But, and he, like I keep saying, he doesn't realize it, but he's teaching me stuff every day.
Right.
So you just have to be willing. And once you get in that position, just absorb the help.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. At some point, sit down and be quiet. You'll learn more that way.
One thing I think I valued the most when I first started my college journey, and that was my design professor, who was actually, I think he's the vice president or something. His wife was the president over at Davis College, but he's, I think, over admissions. But anywho, he told me, always remain teachable.
Yeah.
Always remain teachable, because everything that we do, there's an evolution to it.
Yep.
And so even as a designer, and Jesse can attest to this, we started off, when I first started, and this is going to really date me, but InDesign had not been out yet. It came out when I graduated.
Yeah.
So even the software that I had learned.
She went way.
I went way back.
It was just Photoshop.
It was barely Photoshop. So
Wow.
when I first started, I literally was learning Adobe as it was coming out. So I've been using it for some years now.
Right.
You
And
can
so
say 20 years. You can say 20 years.
I know, right? Actually, it's been almost 30, Jesse.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow. See,
So-
you do learn something new every day.
So, we've learned this software as it was coming out. We're now going into year 30 or so. So imagine the knowledge we have to continually learn something over and over again. So that's why when people come to me and say, oh, I'm a graphic designer, I ask them what software do they use?
Yeah.
Because I've spent 30 years as a graphic designer. I didn't have Canva. I didn't have these quick and easy softwares that have the templates built in. I didn't have those things. I had to do it from scratch.
From scratch. Scratch.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's how you gain the knowledge.
Man. So, there's a difference. There's a value in what we do. So the knowledge we share is far beyond just clicking a couple buttons. It's understanding layouts. It's understanding the depth of the colors. Like, when I was learning color, I don't know if you had to, Jesse, but I had to mix the colors with paint to learn the colors. And if we didn't get it right, we had to start over.
Wow.
Like literally spend hours painting boards with a certain color to get a whole color scheme.
Wow.
So when I began to teach, we didn't have to do that. But in one of my classes out at Owens, I made my students do it. And they were like, I appreciate it so much. But it's being able to share those things to get people to see, to be honest, my career came from my mom's side hustle.
Yeah.
Bob the printer was printing my mom's layouts. She was doing programs and bulletins and things like that. So I started at an early age, but that knowledge kept coming and coming. So, can I use Canva, things like that? Oh yeah, you want something, real cheap? Yeah, I can do it on my phone real quick for you.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody's not willing to invest that much.
Right.
However, for those who's really willing to invest, sure, I'll pull out the computer and I'll get on the real dog. Let's do it. So you got to be willing to, stay teachable. You got to keep learning your craft. You've got to keep putting into yourself. I don't know if you do it, Tyrone, but there's probably conferences and things you can go to learn more about what you're doing.
Yep.
Right.
But you've got to keep doing that. Yeah. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, that's knowledge to invest in yourself.
Right.
So if you're not willing to do that, what can you give to someone else that comes along? Right. Because if we hold the information in, and this goes back to that gatekeeping, if we hold the information in, when our generation, the next generation comes along, if we never share what we know, how are they going to know?
Right.
Absolutely.
But then we get mad if they go outside of us and find it from somebody else.
Right. Yep.
So what are we going to do to keep that going within our community? I don't know. We got to do better. We got to do better.
We got to do better.
We got to do better.
Good morning to Mark Bates. Good morning to Payne. I challenge. I still want to go one round with you, Payne. Also, Alexia Sims, if you could be so kind, if you're still watching after this commercial break, call in. I know Toledo Public Schools had another hearing yesterday over at Waite High School. Wanted to know if you went and what you thought, and to just express to the people what's coming and what's happening. Call us at 419-740-0433. Give us a shout. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to go and pay some bills. But before we do, shout out to our sponsors, P360 Studios, Toledo Arc Ohio Unity Coalition. But before we go, also, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You can also find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you download your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super. It makes my heart smile.
I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the movement radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversation, you heard him here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. You heard him here first.
Hello, my name is Shawn Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Ladale.
Good morning, Toledo. It's a foggy morning, but you still got to get up and do something.
Yeah, get the boogers out your nose. How about that?
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Always do that.
Yeah. Oh, no,
I hope you so.
Look, some
Hope
people.
you wash your face.
Look, sometimes you got to tell people, like, you try to be nice, you be like, yeah, and they be like, oh, yeah. I'll be like, right. In the studio with the man himself, Tyrone McCain from McCain Insurance and Casualty. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. It's your friendly neighborhood insurance man. Everybody get up and do something productive today.
In the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman.
Good morning, Detroit.
He's back.
He's back.
Saying this with faith.
Come on, Faith.
Shout out to our sponsors, Pink Lady Cigar Club, Social Butterfly, Donetta Carter, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaican Reggae Man, McCain Insurance and Casualties, and KSM Mobile Laundry. Shout out to our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest in the house. I want to know more about Chris Eischen. That's what I want to know. I want to know who the man is, why he's the man, and what he got going on. Welcome to the show, Chris. How are you?
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you doing today?
It's a foggy morning, but I'm enjoying it. You know?
Right.
Showing up and being around all this energy. That's what fuels me.
Yeah, he remind me Bob from The Office. with his excitement this morning. Yep. You got some excitement going on, brother.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
That's it.
Okay. Share with the people who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, my name's Chris Eischen. I was the director of the Toledo Tech Loft, and we recently shut down. And so there's like a lot of like confusion around what happened with that. And for the past year, almost 2 years, we were coming up on our 2-year anniversary. We were just on the news and highlighting everything. And then, so this kind of hit kind of all of a sudden. And so you got a lot of people going, what's going on? And we losing tech in Toledo. And really what it boils down to is I had a vision to create a tech community in Toledo that was active and doing events and doing different things. And what I found is I got really drawn into running a co-working space. And it was like I saw the need for that, but that wasn't my like primary driver. And so Dave Ball, he was the owner of the space. He was providing the space, paying for the utilities and all that. And then I was driving the traffic, right? Bringing people in and getting people to co-work. We had offices that were being rented. But none of that was driving revenue for me. But that wasn't my goal. My goal was the community, right? And it just kind of got to a point where I was doing all this effort to drive the community. It wasn't driving revenue for me. And I was getting burnt out, you know, just grinding away at it and not really seeing a light at the end of the tunnel for what I was trying to create. So Dave and I talked and decided to like not part ways. It's just that the tech loft was going to close. He was going to run the space as the co-working facility. So still running a lot of the similar, you know, hosting of tech events and things like that. But I wasn't going to necessarily need to be there managing, you know, the day to day. And like the first year I was mopping the floors, cleaning the toilets. Right. And it's like, man, I just can't do that no more.
Right. Absolutely.
I need to work. And the other thing is where my passion is like working with those entrepreneurs, is like really supporting them. They have an idea, they have a vision they want to bring to fruition. And it's like, what are the steps? What are the things they need to do to get there? And so here I am focusing on, you know, managing a co-working space and different personalities and people wanting to sign up for a room rental and, you know, managing the like office stuff of that as opposed to sitting down with the entrepreneur and really diving into the support for them. And so this little split is that space is still going to be available in the Woolworth building. They're looking to rebrand it and everything else. But me, Chris Eischen, director of the Toledo Tech Loft, is leaving and taking the Tech Loft somewhere else to do more of the event focused stuff and more of that like entrepreneurial support. I think of it more as like an innovation hub is what I have envisioned. And so that's really what I'm looking at. And I've been talking to a handful of people to see that through. So, you know, there's more to come. Still in conversation because this is all kind of a little new and a little bit of a surprise. But it's really me being burnt out and just saying I don't want to do this no more.
Right. And that's a real thing to say.
Yeah,
that's a real thing to say because we can eat. People need to understand that you have a heart and a passion to do something, but it feels better when you can get compensated for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, let's keep it real, folks. Like, you know, there's only so much we can give for free, you know. But then we have to question ourselves: is how do we value ourselves if we want to continue to give everybody something for free?
You know, that's exactly what it is. Is like I can't just keep showing up here. You've got all these different organizations that exist that could be doing this, you know, instead of me.
Right.
And so, and they got salaries and things like that. So, and I'm not in my genius, you know, in my greatness. Like I'm operating in a job that is like taking from me as opposed to filling me up.
There you go. Ooh, that's good. That's a T-shirt right there.
Yeah. So then it feels like a grind. It feels like work.
Right.
And then stress ads and things like that. It's like, to me, entrepreneurship is the opportunity to find the win-win in life. It's like, what is my passion? What are the things I like am excited to jump out of bed and do every morning so that nothing I do feels like work and I can get compensated for it. Like that's real winning in entrepreneurship.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Tyrone, you can attest to that. Yes. You can attest to that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh man, what y'all doing the green bubbles for, man, in the morning?
So
Why did he?
Good morning, trouble.
Look, why did he have to get on here and get started?
Hey, that's just the way I tell my man good morning.
Monty is one of our co-hosts.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Shout out to
he has an Android.
DJ Mpress. Oh my God,
Mr. Android.
Look, he must have just came out the bathroom and popped up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's up, Donetta?
Oh my God. Yeah,
So-
Donetta Carter. Yes, the social butterfly. Go ahead, Dr. Ladale.
So my question is about the tech hub. I'm a tech head.
That's what. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah. I'm a techie. So, what is the future of that? You're saying that it's coming back. It's just coming back new, coming back.
Mm-hmm. So the idea is keeping the energy of tech in Toledo alive, right?
Yes.
And for me, like my big vision is I want to see it grow. Well, where's growth happen, right? Well, we can attract people from other cities to want to come here. We've got a low cost of living with our housing and things like that. So there's some things we can do there. The government's doing this shovel first project or whatever. So there may be some things that attract people to want to come here. But really, if we're thinking longevity, it's our youth.
Right.
So I go to the high school to talk to the kids in the technology space in high school. Where are you looking for college? Where's your future for you? And not one of them was like, oh, I want to get this job here in Toledo, and I want to go to the university, and I want to, stay and plant roots here, or continue the family roots here, right? Like those are not any of the conversations I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why? Why is that, right? And you start noticing, oh, they don't see the pathway. They don't see the job that they're going to get. If I'm in technology and I want to make money, where do I go? Well, L.A., San Francisco, Texas, Austin right now, blowing up. So that's what they're looking at. They're looking, or the Carolinas, they've got a lot of stuff going on. So when you're talking to these kids, they're saying those things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm going to be the change maker, the difference maker, I got to show these kids the pathway. So getting with them in the high school levels. So my vision with the Toledo Tech Loft's future is starting with those youth and working with the local corporations to do some introduction at that high school level.
Right.
not waiting till after they graduate, getting them at that junior, even sophomore, if we can do that.
Right.
There's other organizations that are doing STEM work at the younger ages, and I think that's highly important, and we need to really emphasize focus on STEM, but showing these kids that pathway, getting these really active programs happening with the corporations to really highlight that opportunity there is to stay local. And then I think by doing that, that's like the beginning of the foundation that then will be the attractor to these other bigger company corporation tech businesses that want to come here, because it's like, man, look at the foundation that this community's growing.
Right.
And so we can feel comfortable moving our tech company there because they have all these youth that are like super engaged. And what tech company doesn't want to grow with youth, right? So I don't know. That's kind of the big vision in a nutshell.
I consider what we do here is in streamline with tech, with
1,000%.
And that's always been my vision, is to how can we engage youth to kind of this be a pathway to what their career is going to be. I had a program called Mentor Media. Mentor Media is where we teach kids how to do graphic design, video, audio, and podcasting, and kind of take them in the early stages in elementary, junior high, high school. That way they don't have to wait until they go to college to find out about technology. Because when I was a kid, I used to take radios apart and strip them down and then build them back up, just so I can know how it was. That's how curious I was about technology. And there are plenty of other kids the same way. Back then, we didn't have what we have now.
Right.
It wasn't easy to access technology like it is now.
Yeah.
And I what I'm trying to get at is, how can we as a company kind of partner with Toledo Tech on getting those kids the education they need in technology?
Yeah, and that's exactly what my goal is, right? It's like, I don't want to be this solo silo out here doing a bunch of stuff. Like, look at what I'm doing.
Right.
And I felt like with the Tech Loft, I was kind of like stuck at that location. So my thought was like, what can I do in the community here?
Right.
And so now I feel less tethered to a location and more about where can I go to make the impact, right? And to your point, though, to kind of back up a little bit, tech covers a whole bunch of different things. It is not just like ones and zeros coding programs. It's everything from the user experience, in applications, to design, to audio visual. When you go back, you just think about, how do we consume 90% of our content? We're sitting there on our phone.
Right.
So it's like, well, what do we need to teach these youth? We need to teach these youth not to be consumers of content, but creators of the content. And then that way they're growing their business and everything else. And if you go and you look at other markets, because this is a big thing in business, you got to look at other markets. And like, so if we take ourselves out of the United States and we look at other markets to where technology has a broader, is more on the forefront, like Korea. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You go there, I mean, and there's parts of Japan or China that are just insane with technology. And these kids are exposed to all that, and they're like the future of the technology. So we need to bring that stuff here and get these kids practicing and playing with it. I want to get robots, and like, how cool would it be to have one of these Tesla or whoever, whatever company, but those humanoid robots, and get these kids like figuring out, how do we work with this thing and program it. And then with AI, like, you can take AI and apply it to all these different areas of life. And if we can get the youth playing with these toys, because that's what technology is. It's like a toy. You got to mess around with it and figure out what it can and can't do.
Right.
And then break it so that you can make it do the more.
I think one of the things that it's important for the youth to understand is, like my foundation, like Jesse, we started off in one thing. Graphic design was just the base. You know, from there, because of my background, I was able to do my internship at the TV station. While I was there, I learned different aspects of that, but I was able to take that, add in the instructional design, add in all the other things that I was doing. So that tech piece became a very intricate part of how I can maneuver. And when they hear career, oftentimes they think of one thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You learn one thing and you stick with that because that's the way a lot of people think. They think you have to learn one skill and you have to just master that and you'll make, you know, a fortune. But in reality, having multiple skills that you can bring together to do a business or to lead something. Because now I'm in a position of I don't want to do all the work all the time.
Right.
I would much rather help somebody else get to where they be, teach somebody else how to do it. Because at the end of the day, I won't be here always. So when I'm gone, somebody else will take it over. So you're absolutely right, is getting in the schools, connecting with the youth, you know, even to the point of the ones that are in our own homes, in our own family. What can we do to help them understand? You know, I always challenge, like my nieces and nephews when they were in, you know, high school, even my own children, when they were in high school, I challenge, what do you want to do? You know, not to where you have to pick a career, but what do you enjoy doing?
Right.
And what you enjoy doing, go after that. And even if it's something that doesn't involve technology, consider how technology will affect what you do.
Right.
Because people get scared of AI. People get scared of robots and technology. Oh, they're going to take over. But at the end of the day, there's going to need to be a human that understands that robot.
Yeah.
Right.
So to make sure that robot is doing the job right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important, that collaboration piece, to finding the people who understand, not the opportunist.
Right. Oh,
Not
that's
the
a
opportunist.
Key
because
point.
Yes. Opportunists are going to see, oh yeah, this is a big important thing, and they want to jump on board, but they don't understand what it takes to really get the job done.
You nailed
So
it. Right. Yeah.
it's definitely important to do that, because if you look at places like Google, Facebook, Apple, how their own companies function with their buildings and how they work, is phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
It don't even look like a job.
Right.
That part.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's what I always tell my people, my students, my children, my nieces and nephews. Once you get to the point where you don't mind getting up to do what you do, it's no longer a job, it's your career.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that we jump on, and I say we just because you're doing it, but I think it's very important that piece comes back in a new way that can really help Toledo understand. Because you're absolutely right. I lived in Orlando, Florida, and I guarantee you it's a fraction of what it costs to live.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was in
here.
LA, so
Yeah, you do. You know too. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. One thing I find very amazing listening to you guys is that on the outside looking in, I'm the gentleman that want to learn AI, and I also want to learn about the, you know, those goggles that people wear, VRs, on like how can I develop an app where I can bring people into one room through that, but because I'm unaware of tech, right? I would love to know there's something, a tech company or something here that has a schedule on, you know, you can do a 4-week or you can do a 3-week AI course, and this is what, and so, or you can do a course. And so it allows me as an adult to understand more of the AI or the tech aspect of it. And I work with children, right? So as you guys are talking, I'm hearing Jesse saying, what was the name of the mentoring program?
Mentor Media.
Mentor Media. So now I'm thinking, oh, I need to help Jesse get that back up off the ground. Listening to you, how can I get my youth connected in tech to give them a broader view of what's really taking place in our community, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I started at General Motors as a union and line worker.
Oh, wow.
So when you think about that job, what do you think? you had the golden ticket, man. That's a great job. But
Nobody said no.
I was at Jeep for 13 years. So,
yeah. And that's what I always thought. I thought I had the best job. And then I was listening to mentors, and they're going, if the life of your dreams, look at the people living the life that you want to live.
Right.
And then do what they're doing. And I'm looking around going, like, nope, don't got it.
You know what?
Monty, go to the corner.
Man, just look. I'm pointing to the corner right now.
They're not even paying attention on that.
Right, not even paying attention.
They're talking about Green Rangers and Samsungs and Drapes.
Alexia, we can't stand you.
There we go.
Here we go.
We called them up. We talked them up.
Man, oh my God. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The one thing that I think is very important is that, people see different lives and they want things, but they don't understand that sometimes you have to be that person that steps out to try it to get there, but then you've got to work at it to get it to where you want to be. So you can stay at the easy jobs, and even though it's a hard job, it's an easy job because you don't have to think. You just go, you do the same thing over and over again. But you have us that come in and say, okay, there's a need.
There's a need. Thank you.
I want to meet that need. But what they don't understand is in meeting that need, there's a cost that you have to do.
Right.
Your health, your wealth, your mental health.
Mental health.
And that in itself is just even a spiritual drain on you.
Yeah.
So to say, you know what, this isn't this I can do this all day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I can't do it all day.
Right.
So we have to have those people that step out.
Yeah.
We have to have those people.
We do.
And to your point with the whole VR thing, it's actually much easier than you think.
Yeah, my son.
Listen. I don't know the language. I don't know about tech.
Right.
I love techie things.
Right. Yeah.
But it takes for people like yourself to guide me. But again, you guys are sharing the knowledge, right?
Right.
But again, you got gatekeepers out here that will hear me say that and make sure that don't happen. And that's a reality.
Well, I'll tell you a secret. One of the things that I learned in finding places like the tech hubs and things like that is if you go to places like Apple, Monty. But if you go to,
he's coming back. He'll be coming back.
Because I use all Apple products as a graphic designer. When you went to a school that really taught graphic design, they taught you on Apple.
Yeah.
Because it was designed for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one of the things I learned was if I go to their websites, you can learn the technology, and there's programs and there's opportunities for you to master what they're doing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so Apple has a developers program that I signed up for.
I'm in that.
And they send you all kinds of stuff. Before technology comes out, they'll send you the information. Just because you signed up for and it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
I run the developer. So everybody who upgrades their Apple, I'm already running it before you get there.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
I get
on
the
my
beta.
phone.
Yes, beta. Yes. They even have a teacher certification. So as an educator, I run their educator program, so I become certified through Apple on how to navigate their software.
Payne is too. He's actually Payne is actually a developer, and he has he does rap battles in virtual and Meta.
And Meta, yeah.
So that's a program that he kind of got into, and now he's running with it.
Man, I still want a challenge.
To piggyback what you said,
just one round.
I'm a techie person, but I don't know tech. And so, like, even with Chris, when he said I run the tech hub, the non-tech person in me, when I hear a tech hub, and I'm as an entrepreneur, I'm thinking, if I hear tech hub, I think a bunch of smart people in a room like Tony Stark, going like this
glasses.
and moving things around on boards. This is like, and then I walk in as an insurance agent. I'm like, I just need to build a website, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy, but. Like hearing him explain it that way, it really makes sense.
Move pieces on.
Right, you know how Tony Stark has a thing, and it's like
So you can't do that with the Apple Vision.
Yeah. You know, you telling Jarvis to move things around, and this is like, I just want a website and some business cards, please. And it's like, they're like, who's this dinosaur? But like, hearing Chris explain it this way, it makes a lot more sense now, because I just always look at people like Chris, people like Jesse, people like Ladale, like, oh, just know how to do stuff. You know, but it's all tech.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? It's because early on in learning what we learned.
Cut his mic off.
I know.
Please turn his mic off.
Early on when we learned what we learned, we kind of, our minds got into the tech space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yep.
So anything technology based will be, I wouldn't say becomes easy, but it becomes easier to learn. Like when new stuff comes out, because when we talk about Adobe, when Photoshop first came out and Illustrator first came out, there was changes every single every edition that came out. There was a change to it, so we have to learn something new every time.
Yeah.
So our brains are trained to learn new tech every time something comes out.
And then they came out on disc. You had to go and download and do all that. Now it's automatic because it's a it's a cloud software now. So they're constantly downloading, uploading. So
I saw it.
Yeah.
Well, that is one thing I'm going to be doing, is launching a SaaS product, which is software as a service, and that's something I'm excited about too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because working with a bunch of entrepreneurs, I see the needs, and there's several apps that you can use to help you with your business. And so we just saw an opportunity to bring them into one app, and so we're building that right now. So I'll hopefully be launching that next month.
So how can we begin to collaborate?
Yeah,
because there's a lot of collaboration that can happen here, and it's necessary.
Mm-hmm. The biggest thing is, I think, getting everybody in the room that wants to participate.
Absolutely.
And having a discussion, like, what do we kick off an event? And what's that event look like? Is that an introductory to something? And then looking at, like, who are the entities that can help support the event? Like, one thing, you guys know Tim Fields?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got that the gaming stuff set up for the youth, and he's got a lot of really cool things going with the Oculus and the and stuff there. So and he's got a partnership with Meta. So getting something like him with what he's doing with the youth and Meta, and then saying, okay, who else has something going on? Because I know there's another lady that's going to the schools and doing podcasting with the schools.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
Maya.
Yeah, that's
Tisha Lee.
Tisha Lee.
Yeah.
Amazing kids.
Yeah, amazing kids.
And so, I know these things all exist, and I know they're all. So a lot of these organizations run on grants and funding and through that kind of thing. And so they tend to look at each other as competition.
They do. They do, yeah.
But the reality is, in this space, it all meshes together. It's all that cloud of tech, right? So really looking at how do we bring those organizations together to really provide a broader opportunity for the youth. Because the biggest thing I notice is, like, sparking that or creating that spark in them, right? Where they see this as like, oh, this is cool. And then they just want to know more and more and more. And the cool thing about tech, you don't have to go to university. You don't have to go get a $50,000 debt or more nowadays, right? You don't have to go into debt to make money. You can just learn. And the more you want to spend your time learning, and then the more opportunities you put yourself into a place of being able to practice. So it's like, oh, I'm going to learn websites. Well, hey, I'll do a website for really cheap, but know that I've never done it before, right? Kind of a thing. And the other thing we got to be careful about, though, is we don't want to undercut those skill sets. So just because you're learning and you're going to do something for less of a cost, I think that if as a organization we could put together something to where we can provide a cheaper service for customers and provide that opportunity for education. So that's something I'm trying to do in the film thing right now. So I'm trying to do this, like, promotional video contest, and the idea of that is connecting with the high schools, getting them to submit teams, that will then have to storyboard and break out this commercial idea and then go shoot it and do all, follow through a whole production process with, a goal. And so some of these programs or classes that they have, it's like, oh, they're learning this AI technology, but they're not applying it to anything.
Yeah,
and so
like
that's
surface level stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, what value did that really bring you if you're not able to practice it? And so that's why I'm tying those two things together. It's like, go learn, but also we need to have an opportunity for that practice. And like I said, they can go out and just do a website for cheap and mess around and fail forward, right? Or that's what I'd like to do, is put together some sort of community to where we're passing them to each other. Like, oh, this kid's really interested in this thing. Hey, this is Tim. Hey, this is Angela, or I don't remember what her name was.
Ladale.
What is it?
Ladale.
Ladale. Okay.
Dr. Ladale.
Dr. Ladale.
It's not normal.
No, I'm mixing her up with somebody else is what my head's doing right now. So anyway, I'm glad you guys know all the names.
Yeah, that's Strange over there.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a commercial break. Shout out to our sponsor, Legal Shield with Anita Madison, Sir Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, LLC, that's Dr. Ladale, the Unfinished Girl Conference, the Tabernacle Church in H-Town. But before we take a commercial break, Jesse, where can they find us?
You can find us live on YouTube, live on Facebook. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and wherever you find your favorite shows.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this commercial break.
To be able to come out and see all these kids and everyone get together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super. It makes my heart smile.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1, plan. We help craft your story. Step 2, film in our studio or on location. Step 3, edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4, deliver a powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Hello, my name is Shawn Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. productive leaders for tomorrow.
Glass City Blues. Boots in the mud, yeah. Step on the gas, catching that wildlife. Toledo, where we at? Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer, yeah. I stomp in the dirt, Glass City on my shirt, 419 on the grind, putting soul in the work. From the bay to the block, you can hear that sound. Toledo in the blood, roots deep in the ground. Yeah, I walk where the broken glass cut through the pain, but we stronger than the struggle. Sunshine through rain, river rolling, got the walleye on the line. Every hook, every cast, yeah, the city still shine. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Clap, 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 stomp, stomp, let the beat ride slow. Glass City Blues with a hip hop flow. From the east side, hustle to the west side, pride. We the heart of the 419, won't hide. See the sparks from the glass, shine in the street. Hear the boots in the mud, feel the bass in the beat. Catch a fish, say a prayer, let the river remind. It's the soul of Toledo, keep the step in time. Oh, down by the water. Glass cuts deep, but it makes us stronger. Boots too heavy, but we still keep stepping. 419, yeah, that's the only direction. Got my boots in the mud, stepping on glass. We came from the flood, catching walleye down by the river. Toledo soul, man, it don't get no realer. Boots in the mud, stepping on glass, catching that walleye. Toledo soul, it don't get no realer. Boots in the mud.
The road hums low like a secret tune. Headlights cutting through the velvet moon. Windows down, the air smells sweet. A city asleep beneath my feet. Neon signs blink like they know my name. The stars above play a guessing game. Midnight glow on the open road. Heartbeats racing where the shadows go. Catch the wind, let the moment slide. This is life on a midnight drive. The lines blur fast like a fading dream. Thoughts unravel under the high beam. Radio crackles, plays a ghostly song. I hum along, do the words feel wrong. Street lights flicker like a nervous laugh.
Is it really?
Yes.
See,
That's why we don't get dinged.
smart. Okay, like you tried to do my theme song the other day. Threatening emails.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the studio with the Dr. Ladale, in the studio with the man himself, Tyrone McCain of Kane Casualty Insurance, and in the studio with the producer of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show, Jesse Coleman. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So, we're back. We are in the studio with the tech man himself, Chris Eischen is in the house. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun. Good conversation.
Absolutely.
As we were talking during the commercial break, Tyrone was talking about being behind in the tech, right? And I kind of, agree with you. I have an idea when it comes to tech, but it's about being able to connect with the right people for that to happen.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. The people that are good. So when I think about tech, the tech space, I think about me walking in somewhere and I meet a guy and he's like, yeah, what can I help you with? And I'm like, I want to build a website. And he goes, okay. And then 15 minutes later, he's like, all right, you got a website. Let's do what we do, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I think. But now having this conversation with you, tech is so much deeper and bigger than what we're just talking about here.
Yeah, because you got people that do websites, but then what's the website have? Well, you've got the copy that's on the website telling you about the business. Mm-hmm. And as we all know, copy can be, engaging. That's something that you want to read, mm-hmm. you want to buy. It makes you want to buy, or it can just turn you off. Right. And then you've got the design, which is the look, the colors, and all of that. So there's all kinds of different, just in a website, just what you're looking at, mm-hmm. there's different skill sets. Mm-hmm. Then you got the back end of the website. Right. Now that's like, okay, somebody landed on my website. How do I know that they landed on my website? Mm-hmm. What's the data? Mm-hmm. You got general data. Yep. That's like you have this IP address, right? And there's information attached to that IP address. But then you have forms and things like that I'm going to have somebody fill out this form or purchase this product. Mm-hmm. And then now that I've brought them on as a customer or they've signed up for my newsletter, now I want to have email communication and I want them to be following me on my social media. So I'm trying to drive them to all those different things. I'm trying to upsell them, mm-hmm. right? And so there's all this other back end communication that happens, and that's data. You hear data scientists is this new, not so new, but it's a newer terminology that's being used now, and that's what it is. It's studying all of those different areas of the website to say this color button versus this color button, saying buy now versus get it today, what one performs better. And when you're looking at it, if I only have 10 people visiting my website, it's going to be real hard for me to tell what works and what doesn't work. Right. But when you get the law of large numbers,
yes, sir.
You get in the 10,000 people have visited my website. Now I can get actual data to tell me what works and what's not working. And that's where these big corporations have the benefit, because they can float the dollars to see what makes you want to click, makes you want to buy, whatever, right? And so you'll see in the government right now, pressing charges against these different social media companies because they're literally making them addictive, mm-hmm. because they're able to get the data to show what they need to do to make us stay on there longer.
Mm. Yep. Wow.
So there's a lot of nuances. And then the other thing, as a marketer, I can go and use that data to say who do I want to target.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which takes a lot of the work out. Facebook really changed the game when it came to marketing, because I'm learning about you specifically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When you go before Facebook, before social media, you had Google. Google runs off of your IP address, so it's anybody using that computer. Right. So if you got one home in the computer, it's anybody using that thing. Mm-hmm. And so that's the data they're getting, is more generalized data. Mm-hmm. And then you go back to the post office, and then they're getting the census data.
Right, the census, right.
So Yeah, so when we're looking at technology, we got to think of all those different aspects of it. And AI is really just taking all of that data and learning from it in a faster way.
So let me bring all this together. Because he just gave you so many job titles that can come out of that.
Right.
And one of the things we talked about is for the youth or anyone understanding that tech is way more than just a computer. He gave you the graphic designer, the web designer, even a layout designer, a user experience designer, a video designer, and he also gave you a marketing person. He gave you space for an instructional designer, and he also gave you there was another one in there.
Copywriter.
The copywriter.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, even out of those, I'm sure there's more that can come out of it.
That was a job.
Coding.
Well, you got your coder.
Yeah, your programmer.
10.
You have so many opportunities. And here's the crazy part. When I was in school, and Jesse, I believe you too, we were exposed to all of that because back then it was you had to know pretty much all of it to be great.
Yeah. Wow.
But now you can take that one and dive deeper. You can specialize to where you get actually paid pretty good to specialize in one thing.
Yeah, like SEO is an example, search engine optimization.
Yes.
That's when I'm going to Google something. That's what that is, right? And so you'll have a lot of specialists in SEO.
Yeah. When I went to school at Owens, they didn't have a web design program. What I took was microcomputer business systems, which is basically coding web design, also being able to use SEO within the coding. You're talking about metadata and all this stuff into websites. So that was it back then, microcomputer business systems.
Yeah. When I was at UT for my bachelor's, so I went to Davis for graphic design. But then I wanted to continue because I did my internship and got hired in at Channel 24. But I wanted to do more because I worked up in that job, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure I can get paid more. Went back, got my bachelor's because they didn't have a graphic design program, but I had been exposed to business, video production, web design, and more. I'm like, okay, I talked to them and I made my own program by researching the classes and developing my own program. And I had to write out why I had to take each class and got my bachelor's. When I finished, my advisor was a teacher there and said, you're very good at helping people. You should help me build my online course and teach to my students. So I started there and started my grad program there, but realized I didn't like it because the online program there was, they just put the work up there and you read through it and you learn. And that's not, I'm a creative, we can't, all that reading ain't gonna work.
Right.
So I went to Full Sail University online and got a master's. And there it was an accelerated program, 4 weeks for each class for a year.
My son's in Full Sail right now.
What program?
Cybersecurity.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And
wow.
When I tell you what, I went down in phenomenal school. I ended up teaching for their sister school, the LA Film School, for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, that creative, people told me, oh, your degree, you got it online, it will never matter. It will never make you any money.
Negative ghostwriter. Online schooling will get you paid.
Yep.
And will.
Living witness, right?
Will.
Right.
And here's the thing, that very degree, when 2020 came around, guess who?
They needed it. Yep.
They need it.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. Period out.
That tech thing, you got to dig deep. There's so many opportunities. Businesses pay big money, but you also have to be willing to do those extra programs, the meta programs, the different things that you can get to, because it's not what you do. You don't have to go to a major school to get it nowadays because the Meta will give you the certifications. They're constantly sending me emails on doing certifications for them. That just adds another notch on your belt.
Right.
When I walk into a place, and I don't know, if you can attest to this. When I go to a place and they want me to do, or they'll want me to do a contract for them, there's a certain amount that I won't go below when it comes to hiring me, because I've done too much work and too much time that I've already reached a certain level. I'm not going to go below that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, when it comes to that design stuff,
Right.
You can't do that. But that's the work that you put in. Yeah. So we need our youth to understand you can't start off there. You can't go in and say it's $75 to $125 an hour, and you just started yesterday.
Right.
Yep.
Get that clear. You cannot start off where the experts are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You have to crawl before you walk.
Right. Absolutely.
But if you put in the time, if you build a portfolio, and if your work speaks for itself, you one day can stand and say that is no less than $75 to $125 an hour.
Right.
And I think that's what they need to see. Yeah, you might have to work at a factory, a couple days, just to get you some coins in your pocket to live, right, because you're not going to just take off.
Yeah.
Everybody not right now wants to be monetized.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do all the work. I go live. I do these things, but that's because it's part of what I do. It's not my focus. If it happens, it happens.
Right.
If it don't, I have nothing lost but some extra time to go live, to do some things. Because truth be told, I'll get real close and then forget, or just have a day where I'm like, I'm not touching no computer, no nothing.
Yeah.
But our youth are at that point where, they have the opportunity to take this well beyond. So,
and there's some really cool opportunities out there in the city too. Megan Riker, she works with Mercy Health Partners to do some of these programs that you can get a free laptop going through the program.
Yeah.
So it's like there's really not as much barrier to entry, and then it's really about your own desire.
Yeah.
So
say that again for
there's
the people in the back.
There's no pointing fingers of people holding you back. Is you've got to add the skill yourself.
Yes.
And there is no, YouTube is your school right now.
Yeah.
It has anything and everything you want to learn. You can pick an AI and use that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem I'd say with AI is you got to be careful because it'll hallucinate. It'll tell you not true information.
Right.
And that's where the human side of using AI comes in.
Right.
You have to be able to look at that and say, yeah, no, that's not quite realistic.
Yeah.
What you're putting in, and this is what people understand.
Mm-hmm.
What you put into this to tell it what to do.
Yeah.
What you put in there matters.
Right.
Even to the down how you articulate what you're trying to say to it.
Right.
You have to have pretty decent English
Right.
to
Yeah.
tell the computer what to do. Because if you use a word wrong or the wrong word, that could change exactly what you get.
Right.
But you can tell now, like there's a lot of us who know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you notice now, somebody will say, oh, I told AI to do this, or I told ChatGPT to do this, and it gave me this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell when that happens because all of a sudden everybody's flyer looks the same.
Everybody's flyer looks
Everybody's photo looks the same.
Yep.
Everything looks the same. Now, here's the thing where those of us who know how to use it, you might give me a prompt, but guess what? I'm going to take that prompt and I'm going to start changing what it says and does. I'm going to fix that thing so that when you finally get to it, one, the entire thing you see is not what AI did. It's what I told AI to do to make it what it looks like.
Right.
Mm.
But at the same time, I could really take that whole thing and make it myself if I wanted to. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
AI is about time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Allowing us to do more in the little bit of time that we have.
You nailed it because you got to put your own content into it to get the real quality. I mean, you just put in some general prompts, it's going to give you some general thing.
Yeah.
And it may sound really nice,
Right.
but it might not actually be the thing that you're trying to communicate
Right.
also.
Right.
So,
Man, I tell you, man. Wow, this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot for us. Tyrone, we got fed today, didn't we?
I know, right?
Man, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. Shout out to all of our sponsors, Project 360 Studio, P360 Studio, Toledo Art, Ohio Unity Coalition, Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, the Unfinished Girl Conference, the Tabernacle Church, H-Town, Pink Lady Cigar Club, Social Butterfly, Danetta Carter, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaican Reggae, McCain Insurance and Casualty, KSM Mobile Laundry. Shout out to each and every one of you. Before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to leave you with something that will motivate you and encourage you as you move along on your day today. What would you like to say, Tyrone?
I would say, as we discussed today, the knowledge is here. The knowledge is out there. Just take the steps to go and get it and be willing to receive what you get.
Good. Dr. Ladale.
I'm going to tell you, take time to learn a new skill because life evolves. What we do evolves. And if you want to see a change, you've got to be willing to do the work to make the change happen.
Hey, that's it right there. For me, I'm going to say nothing changes if nothing changes. But when you change the way you look at things you look at begin to change. Jesse, what do you want to say before we end?
Make sure you follow us on all social media at the 419 Grind and visit our website, the419grind.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day on purpose. Remember, you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. God bless you all. Peace.